Happy Friday, everybody. Good afternoon. I definitely always intend on being here earlier than I am, but I made it. I'm excited to give you guys this week's wrap up and next week's setup. Today and tomorrow, we still have our Radiant Rose Pod masks featured at $19. These are so amazing for those of you who are looking for samples or easy ways to share Align products. This is the perfect opportunity to get a couple of these and be ready to share them with people. These are absolutely amazing. I know my family is having a family staycation next week. We're all going to be together and we are going to be using them. It's a really, really great opportunity to get something to share with the masses. It's also so amazing for the summertime. We love the idea of putting them in the fridge. We love, I've seen people putting them in the freezer and then using them for like puffiness. There are so many different ways to promote this product, and at $19 it's definitely accessible to every single person on your gift list, on your just for anyone who is needing any type of moisture mask or anything to help refresh their skin. Please remember, we have the product intel sheets that can answer any questions you have and give you plenty of ideas of information to share about them. So take a minute, go look at the Radiant intel sheets and do some more sharing. You have through tomorrow night to sell those. And then one of the weeks I have been waiting for all month long is going to be here, which is our abundance box. We are closing down the current abundance box, the Mother Earth Vibes. I absolutely love this one. If you have gotten your hands on a Sunshine Bliss bar, you know why. I am just so in love with this particular box, and I wanted to extend you guys a little challenge. One thing that I love about the abundance box is it brings something new, right? Some new product for you to share, and it also introduces people to some of the elements that have already been around with Align. So it really is such a great way to share what we already have and some new items, and it is such a stellar product experience. I know all of us who are, on the internet ever have seen unboxings. I know they became really big, right, with toys a million years ago. But I want to extend a challenge to you to either do an unboxing if you have one of these fabulous abundance boxes, or to create some sort of video about it. So today I'm going to give you just a couple of video tips. First and foremost, a lot of you have probably heard some of these before, but I think sometimes when we're thinking about starting video or sharing video on social media, we get really, really overwhelmed when we think about being consistent, and I think we get really bogged down in making the right video. So that is one thing that I love about the idea of doing an unboxing video with the abundance box, because you have the car, you can literally just open it and talk about every single thing as you pull it out. Just imagine what it would have been like the first time you were opening it, or if you have even just your box, and then you can talk about the items that will come in the box for people and share an image. So it's not like you have to have a brand new one to do this challenge. And even if you don't have one, you can still definitely share a video about the Mother Earth Vibes Abundance Box. So a couple of things that I always bring up: make sure that you do this in a location without a very cluttered background. One thing that I do to help with that is I will literally take my phone and I will turn on the camera facing me, and I will just kind of walk around a room and look for good lighting in front of me and something that isn't very cluttered behind me. So just walk around your house, and you may be surprised the areas that will work better than others. I feel like it's a really, really good way to just find an easy spot to do it in. You do not have to have a tripod. I cannot tell you how many times I have used like an oat milk container with like something heavy and then set my phone against that. Okay, you don't, the nice thing about shooting video or sharing something on social media like that, doing a live, is you don't, if you have a smartphone, you have everything you need. So that's another thing to think about. Just stack things up, get it to the height that you want it to be, and then make sure that you are facing the direction that you want to face. If you're doing an unboxing, and that's one of the reasons I kind of want to extend this challenge to, like I said, you don't need as much of a script. You're going to open your box and kind of talk through the things that are in there. If you are going to do a different type of video, one thing that I also do is I like to put some notes in front of my face. Very, very basic. One thing that I always found difficult, and still do, is I feel like my videos are either way too short or way too long. And honestly, if you're going to err on one of those sides, too short is the way to go. And how short is too short? There's not. But there is definitely too long, because people, we know that their attention spans are just not that great. And then whatever you're sharing, whatever platform you're sharing on, whether it's on TikTok or Instagram or YouTube, make sure that you have captions. That is something that is going to make a huge difference in accessibility for everyone. I mean, how many of you like, there are times that I can only watch videos with captions. So that's something to think about, is making sure your captions are turned on before you share it, or you know, however you are sharing your video. But don't let that stop you if you weren't able to figure that out. Okay, so we're gonna make sure that we have an idea of what we want to do and say. We're going to check our background and make sure that we have just natural light. Really is the best light. I know I have shown you many times here, I sit in front of a window, and honestly this paneling behind me, we knew that I would be shooting video at my desk. So these are the only, this is, oh boy, okay, how can I do this? So these things are the only things that hang on this wall at all. And if you look down here, even, oh, wrong way, my plant is literally sitting on one of my file cabinets. But people don't know that, right? So just make sure you have some sort of setup that looks clean and nice. If you don't have things behind you, that's okay. That's fantastic. The other thing that I suggest as you are doing your videos is to be authentic and personable. If you do not love the Abundance Box, you're crazy. No, I'm just kidding. But if the Abundance Box is not the thing that you are feeling the most excited about sharing, share something else. Share something else. You need to be able to authentically and honestly be talking about something that you love in a way you love it. So that is my challenge to you guys for next week, is to share a 1 to 3 minute video on social media. Make sure you're using those hashtags, Align Ambassador, Align Affiliate, Align Your Skin, so that we can find them and see them. And as you know, we always pick a social standout week over week, someone that is sharing consistently or anything on social media. And please, please, please remember that we post on social media to stay top of mind. Sometimes it can help us reach new people, but really, overwhelmingly, this is your opportunity to kind of just start testing some things and sharing. Okay, one other thing I wanted to bring up about next week is we have Power Half Hour. That is going to be with me on Tuesday night. I hope you will join me. And I want to remind you about our leaderboards this month. We are working hard to put some final touches on some things happening in July. So you want to be shooting for that $500 level of ambassador volume or that $300 level. So you can look at your calendar, go check out the Ambassador Resource Drive, and to remind all of you to do your alignment assignment, which is sending your first email through MailChimp. So the instructions really are step by step by step. One of the things I love the most about you guys using the YouTube playlist for our sales system and how to send those emails is that if you're confused about something, you can go back and watch it again and again and again as many times as you need to. I believe the longest video in that entire series is like 10 minutes. I think watching the entire series beginning to end is like just over an hour. So it's not a lot of time to invest, especially with a resource that we are offering for you to be able to send an email weekly to your customers. It's one other touch point, and the more touch points we have, we know the better it is going to be. So check in with your Radiant lovers, do some follow-ups, snag some of those masks so that you can share. Get ready for Abundance Box next week, and let's complete this challenge of doing a 1 to 3 minute video, something for Align, using those hashtags. Thanks for jumping on.